What's going on, guys? It is Lako here, and today I got another league race video for you guys. And here are the results of round 2. This was the Chinese Grand Prix. We ended up spinning because, we left our magic on, and then Nate got P5. Here are the standings for the driver championship. We're all the way down to 18th, while our teammate Nate is up to 9th. So already on the back foot, not how you would want the season to start out, but it could be worse. Constructors, we're not last. That's what matters. We're doing well. 18th, tied with Ferrari. Ferrari made a couple of changes. J-Hex has dropped down from a starting driver, so now is subbed in with a different Owen. So there are now 2 Owens in the league. But here's our hot lap. As I am recording this video, it is nearly 100 degrees out. So if you hear my AC, I'm sorry, you're just going to have to deal with it. But here we are on our hot lap. Immediately going into this, the game plan was to qualify on mediums because I felt very confident through all the tests just to go medium to hard, regardless of safety cars and stuff. So we did. I did do kind of a hot lap on softs as we go a little bit wide here into these corners, but I did do like a little hot lap on softs, and I was on pace to do under 116 flat, so we could have been up further in the grid, but I was really committed to these mediums, so because I knew if I was to qualify on softs, I was going to be in the top 10, so I did not want to push that. So we just did one lap on the mediums, and this was our lap. It felt really good, felt comfortable. We made a little bit of errors here that could have saved us a little bit more time and maybe have a better start, but it was a really good lap. I really enjoy this track, and yeah, excited for this race. There's little overtaking opportunities, so we'll see what we can do with what we got on the starting grid. We're going for overcuts in this race, but yeah, as I'm recording this video though, F122, it's nearly out unless you have Champions Edition like myself, so I'm hoping you're enjoying the My Team videos, but as I'm recording, it's Sunday, the day before Champions Edition releases, so gonna get 35.7 laps of fuel just to be safe, because I know sometimes I've underfueled at this track. So once again, going for the one stop. That's all we're really focusing on. We're P14. Our teammate's actually P13. And yeah, so as we're near the back of the field, we decided we're going to go for the mediums as a team. So there are a few people around us that are on mediums. So it is really just, we need to lead the medium pack. We're basically like in a race of our own. The softs are going to have amazing pace the first 4 or 5 laps. Then they'll slowly start dropping until lap 10 is when people are going to start to pit. But yeah, we're the medium crew. We need to go as far as we can and basically lead the medium tire. And it's lights out and away we go. And amazing start. Already getting a move on Koff, bro. Nate had an explosive start, so we decided to keep it safe. We're going to stay right behind him on the outside. You see Owen and Zach touching each other, and I accidentally get sandwiched here by McLaren and my teammates, so I decided to back off a little bit, and we are now up to 13th place after starting at P14. So already gained 1 position, which was on Koff, bro, but you can see Electrics is right behind us on the soft, so he's going to go for a move. You just got to be patient at this track. You do not want to force anything, as we broke really late there and hit our teammate. Luckily, no damage on both our ends, and none of us got spun out from each other. But the advantage of having your teammate in front of you is you're in comms together, so you know basically when he's going to break or when he's going to make moves. So my job is just really to keep the people behind us as we're trying to catch up. Shaq slowly falling off the pace, so now we're kind of stuck behind him. Gotta try to make some moves in this opening lap, as I thought about looking in the inside, thought not. The issue is just the first lap, the braking is always brutal because like everyone's now on race fuel, and it's really just trying to get used to where to brake, new braking zones, as we did get a little slip up, so we now lost a position. Now we're back at 14th. We're behind Koff, bro. So first lap in, moving on to lap 2, we're just gonna just kind of hold our ground, maybe try to get back up ahead of Copro, but Electrics goes with a brilliant inside overtake dive. And, you know, because he's on softs, it's just pointless to fight him. We're going to stay behind him, make sure, you know, we stay close within the pack, as we're right now P15 on lap 2, second to last. Not looking too great. We're making a little bit of mistakes in lap 1 and 2, so it's really all about the just consistency. This track is consistency is king. If you can get solid laps and just keep your car on track, you will do just fine, as Electrics makes a mistake on the chicane, which allows us to go for the inside move and hold it in front of him. And now back up to P14. Gotta catch up to Copro as he's a little far away, but it is looking like it's gonna be very doable, as we are already under a second from him. So whenever it comes to the DRS, we will have the DRS on him, as our teammate's still up at P12, still behind Shaq. I think they're lapping about even, as all the fastest laps are coming in. See a lot of 119s across the board, so looking really good in this race as we move on to lap 3. Honestly, these first couple of laps were really good, a lot better than I thought it was going to be. You know, I say China had a lot more struggles than this map, and what's funny is this track is like it will punish you if you make mistakes. There's so many deadly curves, there's so many, the walls are close, so easy DNF, easy wing damage and stuff, unlike China where it's very open and stuff. But yeah, as we're currently gaining a lot more pace on Cofro, I noticed a lot of people weren't taking the racing line that I was over the quick left-hander before we go on the long right. But yeah, because of that, honestly had a lot of opportunities to gain a lot of time on people who weren't confident because they were worried about their car spinning out. But we get the move on Cofbro. He made a mistake. He got a little greedy, tried to go on the inside Nate, but Nate also messed up, so I see why Cofbro went for the move. It looked like Nate was going a lot slower, so we end up sneaking through Coff, and now we're back up to P13, right behind our teammate. Our teammate's losing ground to Little Shack, so it's looking like it's not going too well. Actually, in radio comms at this point, Nate was just telling me, go ahead, go for the pass, you're faster. So we are using all of our ERS and DRS, and he's going to let us through as we go right through the inside, brake a little late, and there's a little bit of a bump that causes Nate to lose a couple positions, as he is now down to 14th place behind Cofpro. The issue was with our strategy, we did not want Cofpro to slide through, but because of, like, you know, if Nate was to purposely slow down, just let me by, it was going to be a problem, as we got yellow flags up ahead, and it is our first DNF, which we almost ran straight into Owen. So first safety car out on lap 5. It's really questionable what is going to happen, because this is in the middle of a soft period, dead in the middle. As at the end of the at the end of the safety car, we're back up. We're all the way up to 4th because everyone pitted ahead of us. So we're actually now in 4th place, while the 3 ahead of us, Acalia and the 2 Alfa Romeos, they're all on softs from the beginning of the race. So we got massive tire advantage throughout this race now, as it is just our job to keep our head down, stay behind Acalia, and just try to get DRS and maybe go for moves once their tires start to fall off. But yeah, right now it is just all us. We're leading the medium pack.
Hard's gonna have a really tough time getting up to 10th these couple of laps.
Yeah. As Nate is giving us call outs. Like 10 laps. So yeah, currently Haas P4 and P6. It's looking really good. You know, it's looking almost like the Canadian Grand Prix. But then Nate was starting to lose quite a bit of positions as we're on to lap 10 now. We got ERS, we got the DRS. We're going to make our move on Acalia. He's staying in the outside. We're gonna just brake a little in the middle of the road, just, you know, to try to keep him behind us, and we do a good job. He squeezes out to the outside, still get the DRS, so we're still gonna keep pushing as we got yellow flags behind us. But we're up to P3, we're up on podium. We still have yet to pit, and so does the 2 leaders ahead of us on the softs though, and at this point the softs are no good compared to the mediums. So braided, the leader of the race, goes for his first pit stop. So now up to P2, right behind Fallen. We got DRS, but the main thing is Fallen's really good with his tire management, and he's currently leading Drivers' Championship. This is the guy just to stay behind. So we stay behind him a couple of laps, and now he's finally into the pits. And as we go to lap 15, we are leading the Hungarian Grand Prix. Of course, we still have yet to pit, as we're now on lap 16. We got a little bit of battle going with me and Peso. Peso's he's one of the people that pitted on the first safety car, so he's got those fresh mediums, a lot less laps than our 16 lap old tires, and you know, he's been behind us. We tend to gain in the second sector, but then he catches up through the DRS zones, and so it's really a fight that we don't want. It's more of we're kind of just holding him until we pit, because you know, with everyone's different pit strategies right now, it could really be completely different.
It might be a safety car. I just killed myself.
Fuck, I just passed the pit.
I just accidentally tabbed out, and then when I tabbed back in, I lost control. Or menued out. Hit the wrong button.
So the safety car comes out, and we kind of got screwed over by the second safety car because it came out just after we passed the pit barrier. I mean, there wasn't even a chance for me to cut across and get into the pit. So lap 17, the right thing to do was just to pit immediately. There just was no other way to handle this, because everyone basically pitted, so everyone's on fresh mediums to the end of the race. Because we started on the mediums,
tire change team can do for you.
we only have hards. Too bad this is like one of the slowest pits ever. So a quick first to last, and we're on the hard tires, so already on a big disadvantage in this race. Not looking too good with the amount of laps we have left either. But we resume racing on lap 18. It's green light. We gotta go and try to gain as many positions as possible on these hard tires. So we only had 2 people that actually stayed out from the first safety car pit, and that was Electrics, who's up the field right now, and Acalia, who's in the Ferrari. So everyone else, fresh tires. It's really become a patient game. We are within points. There's only 14 drivers, so even if we finish last, there's points, but we're still going for the move because Acoustic is a little slow on these bits here, but couldn't quite get past him. He did a great job putting his car where it needs to be, so decided not to get greedy. We're just going to stay behind him until we have a better opportunity to overtake, which is down this main straight on lap 20 as we go for the inside lunge. He goes through a switchback, but he doesn't have as much grip as we do off the exit. And we managed to just hold the line. We're now up to P12.
Correct. He's in front of you. He's on. He's on 14 lap parts.
So this video kind of changed into what the last league video is. When I was race engineer for Nate, now he's my race engineer as we're going for the move on Electrics. And because he braked really right, we got the switchback. It looked really good. A little bit of a squeeze and tap on accident, but yeah, I was feeling really good that, you know, not too many people were gaining so far, so we're able to stay within the fight of the top 10.
He shouldn't be a problem now. We should have pace on him.
As we move on to lap 25, we've been stuck behind Broski and Kofpro, and this was the moment where Kofpro was actually running out of ERS completely, so this was also the period where the mediums are starting to fall off and the hards are still at their best. So decide, you know what, let's go for the move. We're going for it. We got plenty of ERS, and I broke too late. We just slipped up, just terribly. I tried braking at the exact same time as Kofpro, but I ended up lifting off the brake just a little bit, and that was enough for us to really overshoot the braking, and Kofpro was able to, you know, get the move done, and because of that, we wasted a little bit of ERS on that play. I tried braking when he did. So as we
this
move
lap
on,
or the next lap, you should start to see a pace increase on them.
as we move on to lap 27, we go for the inside, this time braking exactly when he does. We're going to try to squeeze him out wide, no switchbacks allowed, and we managed to get the overtake. But we do discover that everyone's starting to get penalties in this race towards the very end of this race. So if we could just stay behind Broski and Broski can kind of catch up to John. We could get all the way up to P7 into this race as a potential scoring placement on the grid. But as we go to lap 29, Broski was starting to slow down a lot. He was using his mediums a lot to defend against Kafro, so it is now our opportunity to stay behind him, try to make a move. But he started using weird racing lines, and you know, Broski's a good friend of mine. I apologize in this clip. I sound a little pissed or a little irritated. It's just, you know, if you do, you know, these league races and stuff, you know, the emotions and the adrenaline's up to the max. So yeah, sorry Broski if I seemed a little rude, but we did get the overtake.
A lot of DRS, so you should be able to pull away.
As we move on to lap 35, there really wasn't much to say after that overtake on Broski, because after that we basically caught up to Kelia and John, who actually has a 6-second penalty. So it was really just stay behind them. P6 is ours for the taking if we just, you know, keep a clean lap going. And honestly, the race really turned around for us. Could have been a lot worse, you know, but P6, you know, really good place on the grid. As you know, Acalia did a really good job in the Ferrari. Basically, Ferrari right now is our current competitors and the constructors in the standings, and luckily, you know, with his teammate DNFing and my teammate DNFing, we finish above him just based off penalties alone, so we'll actually be ahead of Ferrari in the constructors for a little bit. But Jay gets his first win of the season. He's basically one of the people that is super competitive that could, you know, give Fallen a run for his money, but we'll see. Fallen's done a really good job of just, you know, being quick. So, but overall, race went really well for us, and well done, that's Hungary. Well,
nice drive. Patience. It's unfortunate I couldn't bring it home for a double points finish. But
you literally called it last race. We're just gonna swap. That was, oh man, that was amazing. Well done. We made the one stop work. And there is the end results. P6 on the board. You know, we end up getting driver today because we started 14th and finished up in 6th. You know, second safety car kind of screwed us over, but we still made the one stop work. And, you know, just having a patient, consistent race gave us P6. So, anyways, guys, that's going to do it for the video. Drop a like, and I'll see you all in the next one.